My greetings to all of you to this very important occasion, 5th Global Alumni Meet of one of the leading universities in Bharat, that is home to 1/6 of humanity, Punjab University. Acharya Devvrat ji, Honorable Governor of Gujarat, can there be some order there? We'll wait for one of the guests. Please make a seat available. Sit. Yes, fine. Honorable Governor of Gujarat, Acharya Devvrat ji. Acharya ji is Dean of Governors also, which means the senior-most governor, leading all the governors. I have had the good fortune to be governor with him, and therefore know his deep commitment and passion for natural and organic agriculture. He is extremely concerned with the rural sector, the farm sector, and these two taken together are fundamental to the growth of this nation. These are the two vital sectors that will pave the passage for Viksit Bharat at 2047. Acharya Devvrat doesn't believe in preaching. He practices. And those of you who can get the opportunity to go to his farm will see what he talks, he performs first. I still recall before governors of all the states in the presence of the Prime Minister of the country and the Honorable President, he addressed us on farming. And trust me, he took much beyond his time, and no one objected. I am extremely happy to note that he is an alumnus of Punjab University. Sri K.K. Paul has had the distinction of being Governor Uttarakhand, Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, member UPSC, and Commissioner of Police Delhi. I greet him and have a special regard for the reason he is accompanied by his spouse, as I do, invariably. So he realizes the power that controls us. And certainly the power that controls me. The presence of Sri Shekhar Gupta, an alumnus of this university, is very different for me. In the world of journalism, he has shown his fearless commitment to truth and facts. And presently, as editor-in-chief of the print, he is widely read. And when it comes to critical issues facing the nation, he economizes on words, 50 words. I am a regular reader of his contributions. He has headed country's most prestigious and independent media. He, being the alumnus on the dais, is a matter of pride for me. Shri Atul Karwal ji, and mind you, he has earned for us global reputation. National disaster doesn't give any respect to principles of natural justice. It comes, number one, uninvited. It comes with full fury, and as DG of National Disaster Response Team, his performance has been exemplary. So exemplary that the nation has earned laurels, and we have been accoladed globally that in similar situations on the planet, Bharat has earned the name being one of the first responders. He is the initiator of a new culture, and I had the good fortune to get the benefit of it as Governor of the State of West Bengal. On account of geographical conditions and being a country close to the sea, our entire line, thousands of kilometers, is always a challenge. States of West Bengal, Odisha in particular, suffer cyclones. It is in that capacity I came to know gradation of cyclones. But I can share with you, so remarkable was the performance that human lives were saved, hardly any mortality. And therefore, I can say that the alumnus on the dais, Acharya Devvrat, Shri K.K. Paul, Shri Shekhar Gupta, and Shri Atul Karwal are amongst many who are legends, who are respected for their contributions, their convictions, and their deep commitment. And I would be reflecting a little later, if we have such a rich reservoir of human resource, such a talent that is nationally and globally acknowledged, time for us to engage into optimum output. Professor Renu Vig, the first woman vice chancellor of this university. And if I may engage into some kind of self-praise, appointed by a chancellor who comes from rural stock. Her 2 years have defined this university with transparency, accountability, and dedication. Distinguished alumni, I wouldn't take the risk of naming. I may miss out some name. Distinguished audience, but I will also not commit a mistake of not naming my dear friend Shri Satpal Jain, a distinguished senior advocate, one of the senior constitutional functionaries in the legal field of Government of India, and associated also for a number of years with the management of this university in capacity as member of Senate or Syndicate. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a presence of another gentleman I must take note of. He is an alumnus of IIT Kanpur. He is Sri Sunil Kumar Gupta, 1987 batch, IS officer. And he is helping the Vice President of the country as Secretary to the Vice President. Ladies and gentlemen, I will confine only to what education has to do for society, and in particular, the role of alumni Let me first reflect on a situation which is at a global level. Countries are known by the institutions they nurture, because it is institutions that are crucibles of innovation, change, research. They catalyze big change. They create concepts. It is their innovation that is translated by industry, by process of execution. And therefore, countries that are ahead in research and develop research are the countries that emerge as world leaders. Let me give you some figures to begin with. Harvard Endowment Fund in 2024, ladies and gentlemen, jumps to $53 billion US. Endowment fund. And this is larger than the GDP of 120 countries. And at the base of it is the alumni of Harvard. Just imagine the power of the alumni if they act in a structured manner, if they nurture their alma mater. The results will not be geometrical, they will be incremental. I focused on the first 15 such universities in the US. And ladies and gentlemen, the endowment fund of the last, the 15th, was about $10 billion US. In such a situation, I would make an appeal. I have made that appeal earlier. The glass has come at the wrong time. It normally comes when 5 minutes are left. I will not blame either the Treasury benches or the opposition for it. It may be reckoned as a minor technical administrative lapse. But in our country, we can make mountain out of a molehill. I appeal to all of you and your good sense not to make an issue of it. I would particularly focus on my very dear friend Sri Shekhar Gupta. But there is no use. He doesn't spare a single bad bone. I'm always worried when he smiles, and he has smiled already. But I'm sure he will take note of my tough message. The alumni of Punjab University, they have occupied positions of the President of the country, the Vice President of the country, the Prime Minister of the country, Cabinet Ministers, Secretaries and Cabinet Secretaries, distinct positions in armed forces, in journalism, in art, in culture, in sports, Nobel laureates, in whatnot. But then, I am here to see their commitment only as alumni of this institution. सुना था बहुत दिनों से, अपना चेहरा नहीं देखा, कोई आईना तो दिखा दे. With utmost restraint at my command, but out of great compulsive need, मैं alumni को आज आईना दिखाना चाहता हूं. Society progresses. Why? Because we need an ecosystem that enables every citizen to fully exploit his or her potential to realize ambitions and aspirations. We accolade the Prime Minister of the country. Why? He created such an ecosystem. He generated an atmosphere of hope and possibility. He gave new dimension to development. It became people-centric. His achievements, which are phenomenal, reflected in our exponential economic rise. Infrastructure we never dreamt of. And our outreach of inclusion in banking sector. To the rural woman, by way of gas connection, by way of toilets, by way of Nal, and Nal with Jal. There is a question before all of us. Has the rich resource of alumni of this prestigious university exploited its resources, its talent or potential to nurture this institution? I leave this soul searching to all of you. But I will make one appeal. Those who look back carry bad baggage. Let us shake off that baggage. Time to make a new beginning. Why new beginning? We are at a turning point in our history. We are already in the last quarter of independence of our centennial independence of our country. Last quarter. We have entered the last quarter of century of adoption of the Indian Constitution. And therefore, right time for the alumni of this prestigious university to take a call. संकल्प लेकर जाएंगे, संकल्पित होकर जाएंगे, कठोर निर्णय करेंगे, हर वर्ष पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए योगदान दूंगा. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen, what your fiscal contribution is. What matters is that there is contribution. And once that culture is engrafted in us, there will be huge impact. Ladies and gentlemen, these endowment funds are not to be analyzed in the context only of it being, let's say, for Harvard, over $50 billion US. No. This generates a great integral bond with the university, with its students. And that bond reflects positively, affirmatively in several areas. I would seek to invite a focus. Alumni engagement is vital for curriculum development. Can you imagine of a greater human resource that can make available to you ideas as to what should go into your curriculum? Industry alignment, research in partnerships, evolution of policies, governance mechanisms. Financial support is only one part of it. The other part will change the careers of many for the better. It is through your efforts that universities will be enabled to embrace critical thinking, innovation, prepare, motivate, energize, and inspire our youth for entrepreneurship. Your input can shape them into future leaders. It is for universities to take leadership in nurturing school education. It is a foundational education. It is fundamental. I have strongly advocated universities must nurture schools first for their own community, then for proximate areas. If it becomes a national culture, it will define our education. It will really give cutting edge to our national education policy, which was evolved after 3 decades taking into consideration inputs from various stakeholders. Acharya Devvrat knows that as governors we were called upon to give our inputs how to evolve the national education policy. And it is a time when we must have mindset and culture in the country that when it comes to country's interest, let us not have partisan approach. Let our instinct be fired only by nationalism. Let nationalism alone guide us. Let the principle of nation being always first guide us. I am pained and disturbed on two counts. One, some states have not adopted it. I am sure this is inconceivable on any rational ground. How can this happen? And this happens because the academia, the intelligentsia, and the journalism, those in journalism, they don't generate that pressure. We cannot afford in this country to engage into politics at the cost of nationalism or development. That is something which has to be focused. Role of alumni is much beyond. I don't want this to be limited only to educational institutions. I have advocated from this platform. Number one, wherever I go, I find Punjab University alumni associations. Good, remarkable. It keeps people in connect. But please have one confederation of alumni associations of Punjab University. Second, there must be national confederation of alumni associations of IITs, of IIMs, of universities like Punjab University, institutes of eminence. And that will be a think tank unrivaled, unmatched in the world. Such kind of remarkable human resource can contribute in evolution of national policies. They will bring on the table their global experience. I am reminded of a young student who told me just a month back that there was a time when an Indian mind was not seen in global corporates. And now there is no global corporate that doesn't see Indian genius at the apex level. That's a big change. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please say, ladies and gentlemen, I know you, someone will help you put it off. It's difficult sometimes. I faced such difficulty once, and I just also faced the same difficulty in the court. It happens. So it's off now. Am I right? I am obliged and greatly obliged for your cooperation. Your positive response has really exhilarated me. But we must take a lesson. When we have functions of this nature, quite often the telephone bell may be from the dais. It may be from those we least expect. And all this for one reason. We have to have seriousness and decorum. Now you will be surprised that here is Vice President of the country who till yesterday was presiding Rajya Sabha. And what did he see there? Disruption, disturbance. And he's out here to lecture us. But then I don't know whether by design or by accident Devव्रत जी has given me ब्रह्मास्त्र. उन्होंने कहा कि मेरी चोंच का पानी कम हो सकता है, पर इतिहास में नाम लिखा जाएगा क्योंकि मैंने प्रयास किया. Ladies and gentlemen, let me focus on the state of the nation. We are the world's largest and most populous nation. Our youth demographic dividend, which you are required to nurture, it's on your table, is envy of the world. There is no country in the world that can rival us when it comes to civilizational depth of 5,000 years. Our Vedas, Upanishads, Purans, our epics, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the discourse of Gita, gold mine of knowledge and wisdom. Scholars the world over are engaged in, and therefore the current state, if we look at in the context of what was 10 years or above, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a political statement. When I say figure of 10 years, I'm not making a political statement, and I say so with a caveat, because Shekhar Gupta is on the extreme left. And ladies and gentlemen, my problem in Rajya Sabha is that when I sit in the chair, on my right is the government, on the left is the opposition. The organizers would have done well to me if they had put Shekhar Gupta on my right side. But I'm sure he is part of the fourth pillar of the country, that means democracy, if there is one at the moment. But let me tell you, भारत ने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि भारत दुनिया में आज इतने प्रखर पर होगा. कल्पना से परे था कि जिन्होंने हम पर राज किया और उस स्थान पर मैं राज्यपाल भी रहा, पश्चिम बंगाल का राजभवन, उनको हमने पीछे छोड़ दिया. हमें कहा जाता दुनिया के अंदर कि 5 हिलती डुलती अर्थव्यवस्थाएं हैं, फ्रेजाइल 5 इकोनॉमीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. We suffered being part of it. And now our economy is finally so strong that we are among the top 5, or those are जापान और जर्मनी. हम किसी को पीछे नहीं छोड़ते, हम सिर्फ आगे निकलना जानते हैं. यह देश सबको साथ लेने की सोचता है. मैं खुद कह सकता हूं और दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं, क्योंकि मैंने आंखों से देखा है. I was elected to parliament in 1989. I was a minister. मेरी आंखों के सामने निर्णय लिया गया कि भारत का सोना भौतिक रूप से स्विट्जरलैंड के बैंक में गिरवी रखा जाएगा, और रखा गया क्योंकि फॉरेन एक्सचेंज डगमगा रहा था. आज उस समय के मुकाबले फॉरेन एक्सचेंज 700 गुना है, 700 टाइम्स. मैंने वो आंखों से देखा जब 1990 में मंत्री परिषद के सदस्य के रूप में श्रीनगर गया था. डल लेक के कोने पर वो होटल है जहां हम रुके थे. हमें 2-3 दर्जन से ज्यादा लोग दिखाई नहीं दे रहे थे, और मैंने वो सीन भी देखा जब राज्यसभा में बताया गया कि पिछले 2-3 साल से जम्मू कश्मीर में हर साल 2 करोड़ से ज्यादा पर्यटक जा रहे हैं. More than 2 crore. मैंने देखा. मैंने देखा है उस समय वातावरण क्या था। कानून के समक्ष समानता नहीं थी समानता। Power corridors were extra legally leveraged by nefarious elements. Shekhar Gupta ji can write a book or two on that. But they are now these are sanitized now. ऐसे हालात में एल्यूमिनी एसोसिएशन का रोल बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है। आपके मजबूत कंधों पर बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी है कि आज ये दिगर आप ठान लेते हैं, आज अपनी आल्मा मैटर को आप गले लगा लेते हैं, आज आप संकल्प लेते हैं कि हम इस यूनिवर्सिटी को भी बदलेंगे, इस यूनिवर्सिटी के हर छात्र को जीवन को हम दिशा देंगे, क्रांतिकारी नतीजे आएंगे। I would like to appeal from this podium to our corporates. I am not critical of our corporates. I am not hurt in the least when some corporates make hefty donation of millions of dollars to foreign universities. I don't challenge their decision. पर कुछ तो उस चोंच का पानी, उसकी थोड़ी सी बूंद पूंछ की आग बुझाने में भी उपयोग कर लो। कहावत है, I am saying so, ladies and gentlemen, at the cost of being called rustic, क्योंकि अपना देश बड़ा विचित्र है। Here iconic status is determined on parameters that are baffling. Look around and you'll find iconic figures. And देखिए वो कैसे अपना कलर बदलते हैं। I would not name. I leave it to your genius. The Indian banking sector is doing good now because it is handling NPAs created by earlier regime. छपा है। उनका बयान देखिए, जब जोड़ने की एक लंबी यात्रा हो रही थी तो एक उद्घोषणा की गई ब्रह्मांड से कि इस देश के अंदर 5% से ज्यादा की ग्रोथ तो हो ही नहीं सकती। शेखर गुप्ता जी, आपने तो जरूर प्रश्न पूछा होगा उनसे कि ग्रोथ तो 5 के बजाय 2.5 गुना होगी थी। आई एम श्योर, मैंने पढ़ा है, इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि आपने फोकस किया है। Not of course the way I have done. I am a rural stock, I am a little blunt, you were refined. But I noticed you took note of it. So ladies and gentlemen, let us not believe in the false iconic status generated all around. The country has enough genius, जिनको कह सकते हैं गुदरी के लाल। ये समय गुदरी के लाल का है। और मैं जानता हूं कि मैं तो ऐसे वर्ग से आता हूं कि हमें चुनौती देते समय सब इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं, कोई सोचता नहीं है। बट वी आर यूज्ड टू इट। हमें तो चोंच में पानी लेकर आग बुझाना है, जितना असर होगा उतना हो जाएगा। Ladies and gentlemen, as citizens of this country, it is our prime obligation to ensure that we do not allow in this country disorder to be order of the day. It is indigestible for us. We cannot allow people who have inimical instincts, intentions, evil design towards our progress. And trust me, these forces are powerful. These forces are powerful only on 2 planks. One, they are fueled by fiscal power, which is very tempting. So people fall prey to it. When they fall prey to it, they for a moment forget nationalism and commitment to the nation or the nation first principle. पर जब आम नागरिक, आम भारतीय आज शासन की सकारात्मक नीतियों को अपने पक्ष में मान रहा है, सकारात्मक नीतियों का गर्माहट उस तक पहुंच रहा है, तो ये जरूर सामने आता है कि जो हो रहा है वो और ज्यादा होना चाहिए. पर फंडामेंटल premises we must acknowledge what is happening, because headwinds are there, headwinds are generated, terrain is always difficult to be negotiated. When we have global scene of this kind, where global economies are not performing, global conflagrations are disturbing everyone, including Bharat. In that challenging environment, we as a nation have outperformed global giants. और ऐसे मौके पर मेरा आपसे विशेष अनुरोध रहेगा कि भारत is a potential global leader. Bharat is no longer a country with potential. Bharat is on the rise is unstoppable. Viksit Bharat is not our dream, it is our goal. We have to achieve it come what may. इस पूरे मामले में मेरा मानना है कि सबसे बड़ा रोल एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस का है. They are the crucibles of innovation, research. These institutions nurture innovation spirit. Having been to Guptaji, I think about 40 such institutions, and having shared my thoughts with brilliant minds in the IITs, IIMs, ISRO, Indian Institute of Science, JNU. I'm taking name of JNU because I'm a secular person. Ladies and gentlemen, my secular credentials must never be doubted. All I say is, I find Indian youth, Indian bureaucracy, Indian people in uniform, Indian journalism, all are par excellence. Don't define them by what is the accepted category, not in the right frame. When it comes to human genius, having been on global fora of dispute resolutions at global level, I can assure you, we are regarded as uniquely positioned. I was a little happy at global fora because the person I succeeded, Mr. Nariman himself, was a legendary figure. So I got that respect. But irrespective of that, wherever we go, we leave our mark. So ladies and gentlemen, I would urge, on behalf of the nation also, as part of it, as a potential world leader, we need our alumni associations to engage in structured activities. We want our corporates to support grassroots education. I urge the corporates to shed commercial motives. Institutions must be nurtured as a service to the society, giving back to the society. You know it more than I know. Industry is engaged in education as industry, which means a mechanism to get profits. I appeal to them in the name of this country. Have your industry elsewhere. Education must get your industry. That means your dedication. It must not act as your industry to give you fiscal results. Once you have nurtured an institution, let the corpus be there. Let the corpus grow and keep on adding to it. Country will grow, ladies and gentlemen, with happiness of its human resource. And happiness of human resource is generated when the human resource gets ample opportunities for talent exploitation, and that they can act as per their attitude or aptitude. And it is here that Alumni Association has a great role to play. They can educate our youth, inform our youth that when you look at from global perspective, opportunity basket for them is ever enlarging. If I say, it will have some meaning. But if the legend alumni will say so, that the basket is ever enlarging, it will mean. If it emanates from the pen of Mr. Shekhar Gupta, that International Monetary Fund is accolading India as a favorite destination of investment and opportunity, surely it is not for government jobs. When you will focus on that IMF is underlining it, for what purpose? Because there are avenues, and that is why India is a natural home for growth, organic growth and organic breeding of startups. So I would appeal to every Indian at the moment to counsel those in authority, be it legislature, executive, or judiciary. The power of the people is very, very important, and the power coalesces into a movement. Then I can hope to see greater discipline and decorum in Parliament. There will be greater accountability and transparency in governance. All institutions will optimally perform. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not wish to take any more time, क्योंकि जिसको 5 मिनट पहले ग्लास लाना था वो भूल गया है। अक्सर ऐसा होता है कि जो अच्छा बॉलर एक बार चौकड़ी भूल जाता है तो आखिरी ओवर में कई नो बॉल कर देता है। But I hope you are keeping track of time. Is there still time? He says no time. इसका मतलब भगवान ठीक कहा गया है। God helps those who help themselves. I therefore should help myself. So ladies and gentlemen, I look for a day, and I hope it will come in next 3 months at least, outer limit, where we will have the legends on the dais talking to others and create a confederation of Alumni Association of Punjab University. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will help us pave way for a national confederation of alumni associations like Confederation of Indian Industry. And that, I can tell you, will be a think tank unrivaled in the world on account of rich human resource. Thank you so much for your time.